Yo, what's going on, YouTube? Before I say anything, look at them Bulls, man. Okay, you know, we back here with another video, another relationship tips going on right now.
Stop being so dramatic.
All right, the video we coming to you guys today, as you guys can see in the title below.
Yes, it is about relationships and 3 things for males, 3 things for females that should not necessarily live by, but should know, and just some tips of advice, some things that we could have done better at.
Yep, and we here to give y'all this knowledge, cause we the guru. No, I'm just playing. You know, just something that we wish that we would have known, a couple tips that we would have known, some advice that somebody would have told us when we were
Even
single.
some advice that we did follow. So, yeah.
So, you gonna pop it off?
Okay.
Go ahead.
So the first one that I wrote down is have standards and never lower them. So for me,
go ahead. Ain't say nothing, man.
He just tried me. So for me, what that meant and the way that I want single women to think about it is not necessarily materialistic things, but just having standards and morals that you would pass on to your kids as relationship advice. So it's just certain things that you know, without a shadow of doubt, you would not compromise on. Why are you looking like that?
How I'm looking, I'm just listening. You dropping some gems, man. I'm just trying to, you know.
Because I feel like you did.
That's some good advice, man.
Because you probably stole it, huh?
Stole what? I got my own advice.
Anyways,
God.
He aggravated me to my core. God. So, yes, just like certain things that you would pass on to your kids. And like I said, don't got to be anything materialistic, but just things and morals that you as a woman, that you as a person in a relationship would never compromise on. So some things that I've seen and some things that I like to think about is learning and passing on to your kids, like I said, morals. So always being honest, always having an open line of communication, never compromising those things. Also for women, some of the big things are never letting a man put their hands on you, never letting a man call you out your name. So things like that you would pass on to your kids as relationship advice, and having those standards and never lowering them, knowing that, okay, it's one thing to make a mistake, but it's another thing to keep on doing it, you know, as patterns, and you got to pay attention to those patterns.
One thing I want to say too is, for the ladies, as much as y'all think we stupid and that we don't know and that we don't peep game, if a man, because men know when a woman got standards, men know when a woman, you know, like when she a boss, or you know, or when she got low self-esteem, men know this kind of stuff, and some men will play on that. So if a man know you got standards, and they'll try and test your standards, they'll try, if they not up to your standards, they'll see if they can slide with some, or they'll cuss at you one time and just try and peep your response. You feel me? And as soon as you let a man get away with that one time, he gonna try it again. A week later, he gonna try and get away with it twice. Then before you know it, it's gonna become a habit. Mm-hmm. So, like my wife was saying, you gotta know your standards and then stick by them standards. Don't let nobody come against those standards. And then another thing, y'all can't be scared to walk away. Like if a man don't meet those standards, no matter if he handsome, big, built,
all of that
with dreads or whatever, you gotta be willing to walk away so they know, hey, these are my standards. And either that's gonna do one or two things for the men. That's gonna give him a reality check, and he gonna have to up his level, what his standards is, or he gonna have to, you feel me?
And it don't matter about, you know, the time that was put in. And I know a lot of us women, we feel like we can help a man to meet those standards. So we feel like, you know, oh, he's trying. It's one thing to be trying, and then it's another thing to, okay, how long you gonna be trying?
That's a fact.
Like,
you gotta see some progression.
Something.
Like, come on, dog. It's like like my pastor always say, it's like a baby. Like when the baby is a baby, you expecting to poop on themselves. But come on, bro, you 18, you still pooping on yourself. Like, come on now, like we gonna put you in a home or something. You feel me? So
Got to see some evidence.
You got
gotta
some
see
evidence, boy.
Gotta see some fruit from them seeds that you've been planting and watering. Because if it ain't nothing,
Message!
get on my nerves, man. So if you ain't seeing the evidence of all of those, I'm trying, I'm working, I'm doing this, it got to go.
And fellas, don't be mad at me, man. I'm just trying to, you feel me? We trying to create a new culture, not just for black people, but for relationships in general, man.
Yeah.
So, ladies, when you don't see that, don't be scared to leave. I'm telling you now, as a man, and I once used to do this.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna play on your emotion. Oh, my bad, baby. I'm sorry. You know, I ain't gonna do it no more. 2 weeks later, I'm gonna do it again. And like I say, I'm speaking about my experience. I'm not speaking for no other man, just my experience.
So don't be mad.
You feel me? So if I see I can keep doing that, and she gonna keep forgiving me, a zebra don't change the stripes. It can't. Now, like someone said, if you see me progressively getting better, that's a difference because you can see my track record. But if you come on, bro, you the same, you still booping on yourself, bro. No, man, we don't got no depends for you, man. No diapers. You gotta slide, man. You feel me? My turn. Y'all ready, man? Hey, look, man, got the bull on that thing. Ooh, Mama G, I love you.
Up.
Look at that thing. What that thing nice.
It ain't even on that side.
It ain't, you feel me? For the men, number one, you gotta know what you want. Listen now. Hear me now.
Let it
You gotta know what you want. If you're not ready for a relationship, if you're not ready,
stop leading them on.
Hey, if you're not ready to start dating and courting a woman and trying to move to that next level,
Stop.
don't waste your time.
Stop.
And don't waste their time.
Stop.
You can be using that time for something else.
To better yourself.
You feel me? So
okay.
it's not. Come on, God, leave. Let me talk.
Okay.
Feminine. Hey, man. Hey.
Okay. You can go. Yeah.
So listen, you can be using that time to better yourself. That's what a lot of men don't realize. A lot of men just like the thrill of the hunt. Like I say, it go back to what's in our DNA. You feel me? We hunters, we predators. Not the bad predators like,
I'm just kidding.
Ooh, I see a little kid at the park on the swing. That's nasty. But predators and like we like to go on a hunt. You feel me? We like to go and seek our women out. There's nothing wrong with that. But if you're not ready for that next level, get yourself together, bro. Like I say, I waste so much time in my life when I was younger chasing women and doing this and doing that when I could have been, getting myself together, learning things that I'm just finding out.
Prepare himself as queen. Okay.
Yeah! Just a heathen.
Okay.
Say it with me, YouTube fan. Who raised you? when people talking, let them talk.
Yeah. Just, for emphasis, okay?
Who need no emphasis?
Yes, you did. Okay, go.
Forgot what I was gonna say. All right.
I know what you was gonna say.
You can be using that time, to be learning stuff that it took me literally years down the line. How to set your mortgage, how to go to a bank, how to apply for loans and stuff like that.
Get your credit.
Get your credit right. You feel me? Focus on the career path, not just working at a job. Learn the things as an entrepreneur, how to get a 501c3, how to get your business licensed by the state. You feel me?
Keeping your car up.
Keeping your car insurance maintained. Keep your oil and stuff changed. Like, you can be doing other stuff to better yourself as a man. Learning how to change your tire, learning how to check your oil. You feel me?
Change your brake pads, right?
Change your brake pads. Like, it's things that you can learn and build yourself up as a man. So when you do finally meet that woman, you can be a whole person. You don't have no baggage. You don't have nothing holding you back. It's nothing that's lacking. So, just know what you want as a man. Like, it's time for men
to have vision.
To not only have vision, but have provision. Mm-hmm. Have the mindset to lead a family, you feel me? It may look easy when you see a man raising his family, or you see TV shows of a man raising his family, or a man leading his household. But man, it's hard, man. It's hard to stand in the paint, not only for yourself, but for your family, for your lineage, for your generation. Especially if you come out of generation like I came out of. Like I say, my dad, you feel me, did some things that I didn't agree with, and he did a lot of things that I do agree with. My dad made me into the man that I am today, and I will always love my dad for it. Was he perfect? No. Is anybody perfect? Only Jesus. But my dad showed me how to be a man. My dad showed me how to, no matter what, you step up to the plate and you lead your household. You feel what I'm saying? You set the example for your kids. You always be there for your kids, no matter what situation, you be there for your kids. If you and the mom not on good page, you be there for your kids. If it's child support, you be there for your kids. If you go to jail, no matter what it is, my dad always told me, you step up to that plate, you made that kid, you raised that kid. And that instilled some morals and values in me that I still live by to this day. And I knew once I matured myself and became the man that I knew I can be to have a wife, then I started seeking out for a wife. You feel what I'm saying? So I didn't want to waste her time, and I didn't want to waste my own time. You feel me? Go ahead, man. Drop the mic. I can be done right now.
Oh,
Hey, I can be done right now. You feel me? Go ahead, B.
Can I do it?
No, man. Don't touch on me, man. Don't get off me, man. Start something. See, I already pregnant now. Oh, no.
This man get on my nerves. Alright, so be confident and whole in you. So that means that no one can complete you. You gotta be who you are,
Facts.
knowing who you are,
Facts.
without somebody. Because as soon as you try and say, oh, this person completes me, or as soon as you say to yourself, I need you, then you can't function without them. And one thing about it, Todd, no, I can function without him. Todd,
no, man, I'm playing. It's hard to hear, but that's a fact.
Todd know that I can function without him. Todd, when he leave, I crack jokes about how he don't leave us no food or nothing. Cause he always want to leave without making no dinner. But I know at the end of the day that our house can still stand if he's gone. At the end of the day, and that's how I look at it. And like I said, that was even before me and him got together. Even when we was in a relationship, Todd knew that I could function without him. That my day would run smooth. It's okay.
And that's one thing. And like I said, it may sound crazy while listening to it, but that's one thing that attracted me to it, because I've seen that. Okay. And see how I think
long term.
So I'm like, okay, so I see how this girl drive is. I see how her motivation is. She don't need me to wake up and motivate her to go to class and to get her education and to have dreams for herself. You feel what I'm saying? So I felt okay.
I was catching the bus when I met Todd. Catching the bus to class and to work.
And I gave her a car. You feel me? Yeah, tighten up, man. Tighten up. I took off that bus though. You mean? Nah. But see, that put me in the mindset of when, okay, if I marry her, I know, okay, how I run my house, if I pass away or if I die or if anything ever, God forbid, was to happen to me, I know my house will still get ran. I know my daughter still have a great example to raise her up into a woman. She got a mom as well, but then she got my wife as well, to raise her up into the woman that she need to be in this world, to get her that drive and that ambition. So that's one thing. And like I say, ladies, y'all may think that's, what's the word? Like you don't gotta be less of a woman. Like men don't want a woman they gotta like a men don't want like a lawnmower. When I cut the grass, the one thing that I hate that I really, really hate is when I gotta keep pulling that cord. My bad, I almost knocked you in the forehead. Keep pulling that cord. I hate that. I just want to grab it, clamp it, pull. A man don't want a woman they gotta, hey man, you gonna get up, you gonna do this today, man, you gonna do this today, man, you gonna do this. Come do something, man. Like do something, please do something. Men don't like that. Men want a woman who's self-sufficient, man. Like men want somebody who gonna be help me, a partner, not no liability. I gotta worry about this, ain't worry about you. Come on, I need some help. Help me, help you, help us, so we can be prosperous. You feel me? Men don't like lawnmowers, man.
Yeah, just being whole and knowing who you are. So when I say know who you are, know what your purpose is. Know what you want out of life. Know that you are who God created you to be.
Facts.
You weren't just created just to be a wife. You weren't just created just to go to work and have a 9 to 5. That's not what you were created for. So know your purpose, know who you are, and know that you are whole with or without a man.
Facts. All right. Point number 2. For us fellas, ladies, I guess y'all can, borrow my tips too. I'm not selfish like that, but fellas, I'm representing for us.
He stole this one. Let's just put that out there. He stole this one from me. I have mine written down first.
Listen, fellas, have standards.
Don't that sound familiar?
Yeah. Hey, we gotta have standards too, dog. Yeah.
And standards ain't just no white teeth, big booty.
Hey.
That's not standards.
So listen, fellas.
Sorry.
We all have a penis, but that don't make you a man, bro. We gotta have standards to where we not just going around passing our mans around to everybody. You feel me? For one, we should wait till we married. That's the right way to do.
He couldn't say that with a straight face.
No, it's not. Look, she making me laugh. She trying to tickle me under there.
Boy.
Listen, we should wait till we married, man. That's what I'm gonna teach my son. You feel me? Because that's the right way to do it. Did I wait till I was married? No. Unfortunately, no. I was out here thotting and bopping. I was lost in this world. I'm like, yeah, I was lost.
Okay,
but now I'm found.
I'm teaching my son.
That's a fact. I'm gonna teach and I'm definitely teaching my daughter. Cause boy, I told her.
You see how he said he definitely teach his daughter have same standards.
I'm breaking your leg off at the knee. You gonna be walking around here nubbing. Ain't nobody gonna want you.
So is your son.
That's a fact. But listen, we should be waiting until we married. Unfortunately, I didn't. I learned this later on in life, in my college life. Well, literally up until the point where I met her. You don't have to be out here giving yourself away. Because listen, fellas, every time we release ourselves, that moment of climax, we are giving something away, man. Something that we will never get back until we pray and cut them soul ties. Like my dog Chad said, them soul ties, your mind gone. We won't never get that back until we, for one, pray to God, cut them soul ties, and then finally cleanse ourselves. Every time we release ourselves, and the life that I was living, brother, I had to cut multiple. I don't even think it's a number. Ain't that many? All right, I ain't gonna tell my business. Don't judge me, cause Jesus judged me and Jesus wept. God dog it. So don't judge me. But I was living a life, and I'm not only gonna blame it on football. I can take it way back to my childhood, to where I used to come home from school sometimes, and it was pornos playing on the TV. So I found my lust for women at a real young age. I used to come home, and there'd be a naked woman in the house, like butt boongie, and I don't know her. So that's what my lust seeded from when I was younger. So when I finally got older and got experience with having sex at a young age, it just led me down a path that I would have never thought. But knowing what I know now, it hurt me as a man, because all the way up to my marriage, even after my marriage, after we was married, I had thoughts and ideas, and then the women. So when I say soul ties, that can be so powerful, because knowing who you are, knowing your worth, having your standards, if you ain't even put yourself in them situations, you only have to deal with a lot of stuff us men deal with, especially men who thinking having all the women give you status or being able to go call this girl to do whatever.
Status to give you
that's a fact. Being a real man, you don't gotta have multiple women because that ain't gonna do nothing but lead to HIV, STDs, unplanned parenthood. You're gonna have 30 babies out here. It just leads to destruction. So that's why I think in the Bible say wait until you're married, because it's just gonna keep the confusion down. Having sex before marriage is just a whole bunch of confusion, man. That can lead over into your marriage, which is not found out. It can lead over into your marriage and not only harm you, but harm your marriage and then harm your family. Then you're gonna have your kids growing up thinking, well, dang, daddy out here doing it or mama out here doing it. Like, why can't I do it? And now you mad at your kids. Like, it's just, it brings so much confusion to where if you start this at a young age, or even if you're an adult, if you start it now, set the standards now, build your standards up now, you can not only change your lineage, but put your lineage on a whole different path that is already on. So that's my number 2. Go ahead, baby.
All right. So number 3, my final one, is have a relationship with God. So I know
that's a good one too. I wish I would have said that one too, but she said it first. I ain't had to do it. I had to get another one. My bad. Go ahead.
Yo. All right. So for me, that was something that I honestly struggled with before I met Todd. So before I met Todd, I didn't have a home church.
She was a heathen.
Stop telling people
say
that.
Say it with me, you do.
Stop telling
Who
me that.
raised you? Oh, Lord.
Anyways, have a relationship with God, because the thing about it is, like I said, I didn't have a home church in Tampa before I met Todd. I can't even remember how long we was dating at that point, when Todd had brought me to the church that we go to now. But
like
that was something.
5 months.
Really?
Well, not dating. It was like 2 months after we started dating.
But that was something that I wish I would have had before I met him. The reason why I say that is because having a relationship with God, it keeps you not only from bottling things up, but it keeps you from seeking that love and seeking that worth in somebody else. Because a lot of the times we get frustrated. Like for me, my thing is I bottle a lot of things up. So Todd will tell you I'm better now, but when we used to get in arguments, I would just be quiet. I wouldn't say nothing.
Lord,
I don't care what he's saying. And at one point, I'm just gonna stop looking at you. Before I would look at you, you know, to at least make it seem like you got my attention. But at some
do you hit me? Who am I talking to? Huh? And then see, I don't even be yelling because I'm mad. I just get football. You can be talking like this, and next thing you know, you be like, come on, man, let's go. And then this girl be like, nah, okay.
I'm not arguing with you. I'm not arguing. I'm not going there. I refuse to go there. So I would just be quiet. That was my safety mechanism. I would just be quiet. So, and like I said, that wasn't good though for me, because I would just bottle it up. Now, having a relationship with God, it has allowed me, when those things do happen, that's the first place I run to. That's the first, I'm like, God, you got to get your son, because he working my nerves. Like I don't understand why you created him like this. you need to work on him. But in turn, what I have learned now is I gotta work on myself. So that's something that I wish I would have had before we met, a relationship with God, because like I said, not only do it allow you to have a place to run to, it keeps you from running to toxic things and toxic people. Man. Because having a relationship with God, I know a lot of people, like even just in general, you know, run to a bottle, run to weed. So it's just like, it'll keep you from that, because then instead of finding that peace, instead of having that peace in that thing, you'll find it in God, and you'll find it in your quiet place, and you'll keep that toxic trait. Because one thing about it, when habits are formed, they're hard to break. So although you may, you know, find somebody and that person kind of keep you from running to it, eventually you're going to go back to it. It's going to take that one argument, and you're going to find yourself back on that bottle. You're going to find yourself back smoking weed, and it's like, what happened? Because it's going to be 10 times worse that next time.
That's a fact.
So go ahead.
My last one is be your own man. May sound small, but this is probably the biggest point that I have, is to be your own man. Don't let nobody on the outside tell you who you gotta be, Don't let your family tell you who you gotta be. Don't let your teammates, your friends, don't let nobody tell you who you gotta be. Be your own man. Have your stuff together so that when you do come across that woman who you desire to marry or who you desire to date, you won't be lacking substance. You'll have substance for yourself. You'll know who you is as a man. You'll know your turn on, your turn offs. You'll know what you're looking for in a woman, what you're looking for in a wife. You'll just know yourself better than anybody else would. You won't be conformed or confined to what the world say a man is. And like I said, I can't speak on no other race, but I can speak on the black race. The black culture always say you gotta rap, you gotta play football, you gotta play basketball, you gotta do some sports, you gotta do something in the entertainment business to be a success. That is false, man. You gotta find your passion, find your worth, find your value, find out what you love. My pastor say, how do you find your purpose? Or how do you find what you want to do in this world? What upsets you? What gets you uncomfortable? What makes you what gets under your skin? Whatever gets under your skin, that's your passion. That's what you're supposed to be doing to change that. If that makes sense. If you hate to see homeless people, maybe your job is to teach people about finance, or maybe your job is to help motivate the homeless. If you hate to see young girls pregnant, maybe your job in this world is to go to these schools and teach these girls about sex, or teach these girls about how to keep themselves. If your something that agitates you is see all these young kids, young males going to jail or dying before their time, maybe you're supposed to be a mentor. Maybe you're supposed to be going to talk to these young boys and keep them on the right path. You feel what I'm saying? So knowing who you is as a man, that's gonna get you over so many obstacles. Like I back to the story I was saying with my nephew, with my cousin. Don't let this world tell you what you got to be. And my cousin, he play football right now. He doing his thing. I'm so proud of him. He just told me the other when I just was down there in Miami, chilling with him, that he wanted to be, I think he said either a DEA agent or FBI agent, one of them. Cole, my bad. I know you're gonna drop it in the comments. But I think he said a DEA agent. And I told him. And I didn't want him to think that I was coming at him to not play football. I was telling him, if that's what you want to do it. Don't let our family, don't let your daddy, which I love my Uncle Marco, don't let your mama, I love Kim, don't let nobody tell you, oh, you got to be a football player for us to love you or for us to think you successful. It's not true. Do whatever makes you happy, because guess what? After it's over, let's say you get to the NFL. Let's say you get to the NBA or you become the famous rapper. When that's over, then what? Are you happy with yourself? Are you right now, this is the most joy I ever had. Of course I miss football, I miss my teammates. The thing that I miss the most is the locker room moments, the bus rides to the hotels, the nights at the hotel, hearing Rev preach. Those what I miss most about football. The game, the light, all that stuff go away, man. That's not substance, man. You don't get no substance for that. Find out what makes you happy and do it. Don't let nobody limit your success. Don't let nobody limit your happiness.
Nope.
Do what makes you happy, and your life gonna be great, man. Do I miss football? Do I miss playing? Yeah, of course. That was a big part of my life. But what I'm doing now, being a father, having a YouTube with my family, my daughter in the room, laughing. I get to see my daughter whenever I want to. I don't gotta wait till I come back from out of state playing the game. I can see my daughter whenever I want to. I can be with my wife however long I want to. Like I say, my body not so tore down to where I can't even take my daughter to the park. You feel what I'm saying? Like, sometimes what you
Sleeping
think is, you feel me, sleeping all day, trying to recuperate, taking baths, like just to get my body back right. That's the part of football people don't see. The part that's taken away from your family, that I can't even go out, take my daughter to Chuck E. Cheese or to the movies because I can't even walk. My legs hurt. So sometimes what you think is a blessing can be your demise. So, like I say, to my cousin, Cole, I love you. To everybody else who's watching, to the young kids that's watching, don't let nobody tell you what you have to do as a man. Use this time now. Like I said, even if you're old, even if you're an old man, as long as God giving you breath in your body, you have time to start over. If you're a grown man, you have time to start over. I'm 28 years old right now. I started over when I was 25, 24, 25, once I got cut. Change your mindset. Find what makes you happy and do it. Know who you is as a man. Have that self-worth as a man. Have morals as a man. Have your own values as a man. Because at the end of the day, when your lights cut off or when you don't got no food in your refrigerator, them same people who was, oh, you should have been in the NFL, you should be doing this. Give me $30, let me go fix me a meal, please, and see how many times they answer that call. I promise you that. Yep. So, like I said, I ain't mean to get on my soapbox, but I did. I ain't gonna lie, I did. You know what I mean? But we hope you guys got something out of this. Yeah. We truly hope you guys did. We don't just do these videos for us. Like I say, I talk to y'all about everything that be on my mind anyway. So we just doing this to literally try and help you young people out, help you old folks out.
He be saying young people like we not young, y'all.
Hey, I'm an OG. I'm an OG in the game now, man. I'm 28. You feel me? Ain't no little jitterbug no more, man. You feel me? So we just trying to do this to help people out.
Things that we wish
we would know, man, or somebody would have told us. Cause like I say, even what we saying, it's not fact, it's not law. It's just something that may can help you out, may not. What tickles my stomach may not tickle yours. You
but understand too, we did get a lot of great advice.
Yeah, a lot, man. My mama, her dad, her aunts. Definitely our pastor, man.
Listen to me.
Pastor April. Love y'all so much.
We got a lot of great advice.
Man.
But we was stubborn with a lot of...
She was stubborn.
Don't play with me.
One more time. Who raised you? God, bruh. Oh, you can tell her good advice. She's just gonna go the opposite way.
That's not true. But yes, we were stubborn to a lot of it. So a lot of this is coming from wisdom in retrospect.
And then also too, one thing that broke, and like I said, we're gonna get to it in future videos to come. But another thing that helped us out too, for one, premarital counseling that we got with our pastors, Mr. Abram Morris. Yes. And then also the marriage retreats that we got from Apostle Samuel Phillips and his church, Word of His Grace. And man, just like I said, we still learning. I'm definitely not perfect. There's a lot of stuff that I'm dealing with as a man, as a father, as a husband. There's a lot of stuff that I'm dealing with. And this little peanut head, granola bar face, I'm gonna fired up. But yeah, man, we out here. We gonna end the video. We got a lot more videos coming for y'all, man. If y'all like the content that we giving, please drop a like.
Subscribe. Is this way Todd?
It's my bell. I can do it however I want to. And hit that bell so you can get all the videos first. It's for you. Here we are.